Hi, it's Mrs. Pope, and today we're going to be talking about solving for a variable. So our goal today is to solve for a given equation for a specific variable. So you'll be told what variable it is you want to solve for, and that's the one you want to get all by itself or isolate. So why would we do something like this? Well, let's say, for example, you had the area of a trapezoid. Well, the area of a trapezoid, here's the formula for it. Area is 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2. That's great, you have all that information. But what if you had everything else except you didn't know what base 2 was? So you had the area, you had the height, you knew the length of base 1, but you didn't know base 2. Well, here's an example of why we'd want to solve for a specific variable. So let's solve for B2 so that we can find out, in fact, what is the base 2. So here we have A is equal to 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2, and it says solve this formula for B2. So we want B2 to be by itself. So in order to isolate B2, we need to get rid of all this other stuff. So first things first, I would rewrite the equation 1/2 height times B1 plus B2, and A is equal to, I'm going to actually multiply both sides by 2. Let me just give myself some room. So A equals, and let's go ahead and multiply this entire formula by 2. That way we can get rid of the 1/2. We can get rid of fractions, let's get rid of them. If I multiply one side by 2, of course I have to multiply the other side by 2. So now I'm left with 2A is equal to, these cancel out, height times base 1 plus base 2. So we're getting closer. Now let's get rid of the height. So let's divide everything by h, divide by h. So I'm left with 2a over h is equal to base 1 plus base 2. Not quite finished yet. The last thing I need to do is, I'm solving for base 2, I need to get rid of b1. So we're going to subtract b1 from both sides. So I'm going to move over here, just so you know. So I'm going to take b1 away from both sides. So I have 2a over h minus b1 is equal to, we had b1 minus b1 plus b2. So if you see here, I subtracted b1 from both sides. Now what's left? 2a over h minus b1 is equal to, of course these cancel out, b2. And now my formula, my original formula or equation is solved for the variable which was asked, which was B2. So I can plug in my A, my H, and my B1, and I'd be able to find B2 pretty easily. All right, let's look at another example. 2 more. First one, we're going to solve E equals MC squared for, what do I want to solve it for? For M. Let's solve it for M. So I don't want to know, this is solved for E, let's get it solved for M. Very simple step. I want to get M by itself, I need to get rid of the C squared. Well, since it's multiplied, the opposite operation, divide both sides by C squared. Divide both sides by C squared. Once you do that, it's in fact, these cancel out, so it's solved for M. So you would end up with E is equal to, E over C squared is equal to M. So it is solved for M. Here, solve example 3, solve x plus y over z minus a equals b. Solve it for y. So we want y to be by itself. So here, we need to do a few steps here. First, I want to get rid of this a here. So this is the original equation. I have minus a. I'm going to add a to both sides. That way it gets rid of my a. So x plus y over z minus a plus a, these go away. So I have x plus y over z is equal to b plus a. Not finished yet, I need to get y by itself. The next thing I need to do is get rid of the z in the denominator. So let's get rid of it. Let's multiply both sides by z. And remember, this is the quantity b plus a. So if we multiply this by z and multiply this by z, these would cancel out. I'd be left with x plus y is equal to z times b plus a. So remember, multiplication is commutative, so I can have the z in the front or the end when I'm multiplying, doesn't matter. And the last step, I'm trying to solve for y, I need to subtract x from both sides. So if I subtract x from both sides, we're going to have x minus x plus y is equal to z times b plus a minus x. X minus x, these are going to cancel out, so I'm left with y. So let's just rewrite our final answer. Y from here is equal to z times b plus a minus x. And now you have it solved for the variable we asked. It's solved for y. Y is in terms of all of these other variables. Thank you.